I live in Los Angeles, a very competitive region of the world. Among us are models, actors, athletes, personalities, and regularly attractive Southern Californians. At a young age, I noticed a common desire for attention and glorification, better known as fame. If you're a native, born and raised Southern Californian, then you're just kind of used to this because the idea is that you better be somebody or else you better know somebody. But what struck me as more appealing was being the misfit and having a sense of uniqueness to my character, which therefore gave me the ability to be true to my identity, what I wanted, and what I liked. And that grew into confidence, which I am extremely grateful for learning over the years. The most important trait you can have as a woman is your confidence. I would remember walking on set and immediately getting the feeling to not look anybody in the eyes, and I had to fight that feeling, and I went on to introduce myself to every last person in the room, from the models all the way to the lighting crew. What I learned from introducing myself was that it was extremely disarming, and the preconception that was happening inside of everyone's head was overpowered by my kind gesture. And it made me feel uncomfortable when there was tension or animosity towards other women in the room. Confidence is a strong suit, and its power can neutralize an entire room if it's used positively. But we also need to remember that not many people understand confidence, and it can be extremely intimidating when others aren't used to witnessing such a characteristic. So let's dissect what happens during moments of animosity, and let's pair it with the word jealousy for argument's sake. In that moment of jealousy, there are two subjects, you and the other individual. In this moment of jealousy, who is experiencing the emotion? You. Okay. Then ask yourself, why am I jealous? Now, this is where it gets really tricky because tendencies lead us to blame other people's actions. And although your jealousy may be warranted, let's revert back to the previous question. Who is experiencing this emotion? These are moments of mature reflection, and you should be proud of that if you do learn to do this correctly. They are vital to encompassing and understanding your jealous behaviors. In the past, I had a partner who is extremely social, and on nights out he would chat amongst men and women. I would feel moments of jealousy, and I would try and understand why I would feel this way. The cause is him talking to other women, but the reason is because I love him and I care for him and I want his attention. Communicating that to my partner created balance in our dynamic where he still enjoyed being in a social setting, and I was satisfied with when and the type of attention he gave me during the night. Mastering your jealousy can have extremely positive impacts on your love life. Another example would be jealousy over another girl. An immediate sense of intimidation overcomes you because whatever aspect of the other person is threatening you, but just because you personally are going through an emotion does not mean you should put that on others. I've learned that finding solidity in my person has helped me achieve confidence when meeting new people. Solidify who you are, what you're worth, what you're made of, and remember that the next time you feel an ounce of jealousy. Here's your first trick. Walk into a room with impressionable posture. Women are extremely intimidating, but what is even more frightening is when you walk into a room with your shoulders back, laser focused on your objective. What's even more intimidating than that is when she or he is beautiful, polite, poised, and kind. I think women tend to forget that beauty and kindness go hand in hand. It seems to me that the world is not used to beautiful and kind women anymore, and I think it is important to remember that kind and beautiful women exist and are human as well, which is why I want to educate others on leaving their outdated predispositions behind. Please, let's leave it back in 2020. Over the past couple of years, even through the trials and tribulations of this personality trait that I've been practicing for so long, I still deal with judgmental and unkind people. But what I've remembered is that emotions emotions are extremely powerful and we are human. The second something unfortunate happens to me, I've learned to forgive him or